more of a serious video today, hence the appropriate t-shirt. I want to talk about the bathroom bill. This is about not allowing access to toilets. And we're talking toilets in gyms, schools, public places, restaurants, workplaces, wherever. In various places across America and in Canada, they are proposing that a transgender person cannot access the bathroom of which their gender identifies with unless they have the correct genitals, the correct paperwork to prove that they should be in there. And they are saying that as well as banning them, if they do then go in and use the toilet, they can face prosecution, fines, and prison sentences. Prison sentences for using the toilet. The bathroom bill has been going around for a long, long time, but actually originally it was a way to look at how transgender people could access the toilets without discrimination. But actually what's happened is it's been turned on its head, and instead it's been used as an attack and to vilify trans people and make us in some way dangerous, and that people need protecting from us, that we should not be in toilets because we somehow pose a danger to people. Really? We pose a danger? Anyway, their arguments for this are that if you allow a transgender person, say for example you allow a transgender woman into the female bathroom, then that might mean that paedophiles, sex offenders would then dress up as women in order to access a toilet. Now, there are far more and less complicated ways of a sex offender to access places to abuse people than going to the whole business of dressing up. Not only that, that's never happened. Never has that happened. It's just a completely weak argument, and it's basically saying that trans people are in some way perverse, dangerous, sexually deviant in some way. It is just vilifying trans people. It's almost like, because we're becoming more accepted now, this is like a big push to just put all this rhetoric in the news about the danger of having a trans person pee in the same bathroom as you, your wife, your kid, your son. You know, that we're going to harm you in some way. We just want to pee. It's that simple. There's this hashtag going around at the moment because it is that simple. We just need to pee. There's all these about being on the wrong side of history, and it is like that. You know, those awful signs we had about black people years ago, we had signs like whites here, coloureds here. That awful segregation that now makes your stomach turn. We're doing the same thing with trans folk. And in years to come, we're going to look back and just be absolutely disgusted that this happened. You know, it's just absolutely crazy. One of the craziest things I read about this was in Texas. What they're doing in schools and colleges and universities is they're giving compensation to cisgendered people if they've peed in the same bathroom as a trans person. So if a cis person goes into the toilet and they knowingly have got a trans person in there that's used those toilets against like the law, then they can be awarded like $2,000 compensation. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, so you were peeing in a toilet with a trans person and now you have mental anguish. Really? Let me tell you about mental anguish. Most people just take it for granted every day that they can pee. You know, you walk about your daily life, you go out, you know, on the way to town, oh, I might pop in to go to the toilet quickly, I'm at work, I need the toilet, I'm going to go to the cafe and have a drink with my friends and go to the toilet. It's not that simple for us. In early days, I had no idea what bathroom I could go in anymore. If I went in the women's, the girls would like look round and point and laugh or scream or whatever that there's a man in my toilet. If I went in the men's, I was stared at. So this means, you know, simple things like, can I go out and meet a friend for coffee? Well, where am I going to go to the toilet if it happens? Well, you know, it's that complicated for us. That is mental anguish. Mental anguish is holding your wee in so much that it gives you a urine infection. It's holding your wee in because there's a group of lads in the toilet and you dare not go in there in case they know you're transgender and then beat the hell out of you. That is mental anguish. Don't tell me that you, as a cisgendered student, have had mental anguish just because you were in the same bathroom as a trans person. That's just absolutely ridiculous. This just needs to be thrown out of court. I can't believe it's still being processed through. Let's hope that the whole world sees sense and just stops this madness. It's absolutely crazy that these bills were to protect us originally, but they've been turned on their head. Absolutely turned on their head as a new way to get you know, on the back of anti-LGBT people because we're somehow perverse or mixed up or dangerous in some way. It's absolutely crazy. And do you know what's even crazier? Right, there's all these people going, oh, we don't want women in our toilets. For a start, or maybe we don't want men in our toilets. Let's go with that. We don't want men in our toilets, right? Well, these men, for a start, are women. Let's get this right, they're women, okay? And you're saying you don't want them in your toilets. If you don't want male to female trans women in your toilets, then equally you don't want trans men in your toilets. So if this bill came over in England, and I don't have any paperwork currently to say I'm male, so I would be forced to use the female toilets. So you would have this in your toilet. Do I look like I fit in your toilet, and would you want me in your toilet looking like this? Because if you're saying no to trans women, then you're getting trans men. It's just, you can see how cross I am. I do not get cross on YouTube like this. I am incredibly, incredibly cross about this. It's just crazy. The argument about paedophilia is just so, so weak. And the argument that women would be at risk of sexual harassment and rape, that's ridiculous too. Do you know the statistics for how many trans people are attacked in toilets is vast, absolutely huge. What about protecting us, people? What about protecting us? It's just crazy. What needs to happen is we just need to have toilets. Not even unisex toilets, because people are male, female, and whole shades of grey in between. So you need to think about genderqueer, non-binary people as well in all this, because what toilet are they going to use? There's never going to be any paperwork. And what about people that can't access paperwork because they haven't got medical coverage? You know, so let's just not have unisex toilets or anything special. Let's just have a toilet. It isn't rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's a toilet. Most toilets you go in, you'll have 4 sinks, you'll have 4 toilets, whatever, you know? So just move all 4 sinks into all 4 toilets and make each one an individual cubicle with a door, floor to ceiling. It's safe for everybody. You go in, you do your business, you wash your hands, you come out. End of. It really is that simple. You know, I agree we do need this debate. We absolutely do. You know, with far more trans people out there now, there's far more kind of people of different gender expressions living out there. And so we need this debate, because the society that separates on gender so distinctly like this, it's not working. It clearly isn't working. The fact that we're even talking about this means that it isn't working. But we don't need this debate to protect cisgender people. We need this debate to protect us, transgender people, because we are the ones who are at risk. We need to have safe toilets that you lot all take for granted. You just pee every day and don't think about it. For us, it's a daily struggle. Even when you pass 100%, I do now, but it's still a struggle for me. I still worry about what if I am in a gym and someone susses, you know? So we need bathroom access for all. So let's have this debate and think about how it affects trans people, how it genuinely affects people. And let's just not forget that we're in there because we just want to pee. It is as simple as that. We're not in there to prey on your kids, your wife, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt. We're in there to do our business and get out. End of. So let's not complicate this. Let's sort this out. Let's just get rid of the sign on the door. Toilet. Not rocket science, is it? I urge everybody anywhere, no matter where you are, even if you're in a place where the toilet access is okay. We're not too bad over here in the UK at the moment. It could be better, at least we're not, you know, you do get people thrown out. I've seen it recently. But wherever you are, if you're going to protest against this, please do stay safe. If you're going into another toilet and taking selfies, as a lot of people are, then brilliant. But please do stay safe and share this and stop this madness. Toilets for all. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.